Okay, starting our final day on the AT. We're about a half a mile away from Lance Creek. We're going to be making our way to Neels Gap and then to our Jeep. And we're trying to stay ahead of the rain, which we shouldn't have a problem doing since we only really have 8 miles to go. We're going to start at 7:30. So it's beautiful out now. We got a little bit of rain last night. And by a little, I mean like a fraction. We put our tarps up, but then it stopped right after and didn't rain again. So now we're just making our way down whatever mountain we're on now. And Lance Creek, whoops, sometimes you trip. Making our way, or once we get down to Lance Creek, we start our ascent of Blood Mountain. And that's going to take probably about 6 miles to climb. And right at the last little bit of it, the very last mile, is I believe a 1,200 or 1,300 foot ascent. So that should be interesting. At least it's toward the end, because we won't have very many miles to do after that, and it's pretty much all downhill at that point. So we should make decent time, hopefully. But I'll get more as I get it. Here's Soraya filling water from Lance Creek. Thanks to a little tip that we got from a man from Brazil. We're using a cup to fill the Sawyer bottle, because in a stream this light, you can't really get the bag down there and expect it to fill. So thank you, man from Brazil. He was a thru hiker. He was pretty nice. We met him at a little place where there was a spring, some spring water coming out of the side of a rock. He came all the way to America from Brazil just to thru hike the Appalachian Trail. Pretty impressive. I wish him the best. Didn't catch his name though. That's why I call him the man from Brazil. Yeah, Blood Mountain is all it's cracked up to be. We just started going up, and oh boy. Oh boy. We still got, there's the sun. All that. Well, we kind of curve around, but it's going to take a bit. There's some more of the sides of Blood Mountain. We're going to be getting a lot of Blood Mountain today because this is our last day. So I'm going to get as much as I can before the card runs out. Now we go over there toward the sun. We're walking along a pretty decent ridge here on Blood Mountain. It's been like this for a little bit. Started out a kind of a tough climb. Huh? What'd you say, turn?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, I thought you said that the trail turned. I was like, there ain't no way we're going up that rock. But yeah, at first it was a pretty tough climb. And then it's been this ridge. Walk along this ridge for a little bit. So it's been pretty good so far. I'm sure we're going to be climbing a lot more, but I'm just glad it wasn't, start to finish, climb. It's a nice view up here on Blood Mountain. Not even to the top yet, not even close to the top. We got a ways to go. We haven't even gotten to the next gap. But still pretty beautiful. The crappy thing about video is you just don't get an idea of how steep these trails are. I mean, that kind of looks flat, doesn't it? It ain't. Oh boy, it ain't. Here's a cave along the way. We're still in Blood Mountain. Still making our way up, but I thought that was pretty cool. I'd go up there and try to get in it, but we still got a lot of miles to do. And that's pretty steep.
It's rain at 3.
Yeah, we're trying to get into Neels Gap before that.
All right, we're past Girard Gap now. Still making our way up, and At Girard Gap, we saw some familiar faces. We saw Grandpa from this morning. He passed our camp about 6:30 in the morning, asking how far the summit to Blood Mountain was. We saw him at Girard Gap, and we also saw a face we haven't seen in a couple of days, who's Soraya dubbed as Yoshi. I guess he's a thru hiker, and he's really tall and very, very thin. Just has this kind of green pants and this bop in his step that's kind of reminiscent of Yoshi. But it was interesting seeing it because we saw him like where were we? We just got down to the bottom of Springer Mountain.
Yeah, we were
It was
right by the waterfall. He passed us.
Yeah, it was to the first shelter. I can't remember the name of the shelter though. But yeah, that was the first time we saw him. That was 2 days later we catch back up to him, so that's pretty cool. We're now under 5 miles to Neels Gap, so we're hauling butt. And we'll get to some more video along the way. Definitely at the summit and the shelter there. It's the oldest shelter on the AT. Everybody videos it, but we'll video it too, so whatever. See ya. I don't know if you can see that through the trees, but that is where we are making our way to, I believe. I could be wrong though. Or it could be that over there, but I think it's that. One of these two is the summit of Blood Mountain. I should say the peak, not the summit. I believe it's the one on the left. But it's pretty high up, even as high as we are now. I think our total elevation at the peak would be like 4,500 feet, something like that, above sea level. So it's pretty high up. Highest up I think well, I guess that's not true. I've been through the Rockies, but it's still pretty high. I don't know if this looks any good, but it's hard to see through the trees in the video, I know, but it looks really nice here. So we're either going up that or that. I'm starting to think that, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. This is the final shelter access point. This is the final camping spot before the final climb to Blood Mountain, the peak, which I thought was over there, but that's not it. It's over here. So, yay, we've got 1.3 miles to the summit, or to the peak, I mean. And it's all downhill from there. So, we'll see what this sign has to say. Soraya, have you enjoyed your trip?
How have I enjoyed it?
Yes.
Immensely.
What about now?
Well, quit dropping bombs. I would have been better.
I wonder if I should have another granola bar before we go up. I don't know if I'm going to need it. I'd hate to run out of power halfway up and have to stop for a little bit. So that's what it says, okay. But we are 1.3 miles away from the Blood Mountain shelter. We'll probably pick it up from back there. That's going to be one hell of a climb. See you in a bit. This is an offshoot Slaughter Creek Trail. We're about to climb that. So it's going to be, could be rough potentially. But what we've come up so far hasn't been too bad. But the pain is yet to come. So climbing our way up Blood Mountain. It'd be really great if it wasn't for all these steps. Yuck. Oh, here we are. Blood Mountain Shelter. Chattahoochee National Forest. Oldest shelter on the Appalachian Trail. If you want to see it for yourself, you've got to be ready to climb. There's a broom. It's a register, I guess. Looking out the window. smells wonderful in here. But yeah, this is the oldest shelter. And I imagine people stay here, but you have a bear canister to stay here, so I don't know a lot of people who carry the bear canisters. It smells so good in here.
Yes.
It's probably this old fireplace that they walled up. You can still smell the soot. It's amazing smelling. There's the view. I know there's a lookout somewhere. I'm gonna go find it. Hey, we watched this guy's videos on YouTube. This is Bigfoot. He thru hiked here last year. This is his little chalk mark. Pretty cool. Some more of the view from the top of Blood Mountain. Not the greatest view due to all the trees, but we're pretty high up. Oof. Long drop. Well, this is me staying at the highest point of Blood Mountain here on the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. Look at all this. It's pretty nice. You're supposed to be able to see Atlanta on a clear day from here, but I think it's too foggy. I'm thinking it's down over there somewhere off in the horizon, but I can't see it. There's way too much fog and too many clouds. So even though it looks like a nice blue day, but just that amount of clouds and that amount of fog is enough to obscure a city several miles away. But was it worth it? Absolutely. But I come back and do it again? Absolutely. It's so beautiful up here. I love Georgia. I love the mountains. If I could live here, I would. Now I gotta go find my wife. I'm getting ready to head down now. Some cairns some people put up. There's Soraya, I finally found her. So this is it, folks. We go back down to Neels Gap from here, about 2.3 miles, and then our trip is over. But it's been a good one. Here's a much nicer view than where we were. It's not as high up, but it's much more clear. Come down a ways. Yeah, this is pretty spectacular. Still going down Blood Mountain. Huh? No, I didn't. He's a tiny little thing. You can't even see him in the video. More awesome views as we make our way down. Oh, that path actually goes down there. Well, if this is what you think hiking is, you're right. We just came down from there. Where's the trail? I don't know. But there's a blaze, so down we go. Well, we got to go back the way we came.
No. Just give it time. It'll move along.
What you can't see behind that tree, let me move out of the way over here. I don't know if you see that. It's a giant black snake, and it's coming right for us.
It's got pattern on it, but I don't know what the pattern
Yes,
is.
it's coming right for us. Don't go near it,
I'm just trying to throw stuff
because
out.
it'll start going faster. Ah, it's coming right for us. That's right. Come on, back up, back up, back up.
Get off the trail. What the heck? Well, if it would come over that way, we could kind of step on the rock and go around.
It's coming right for us. Oh,
Well, I mean, we can
oh, here comes somebody. Oh. All right, we are officially off the Appalachian Trail. We're on the, what trail?
Byron Reese.
Byron Reese Trail. This leads us right back to the parking lot where we parked to start our journey, or where we got picked up. And our Jeep should be waiting. We're still making our way downhill, but we did 30 miles of the Appalachian Trail, and we're doing 0.7 of the Byron Reese Trail to get back to the Jeep. So pick this up later. Chattahoochee National Forest And we just finished the little Byron Reese trail, 7/10 of a mile to the Appalachian Trail. And here we are at the parking lot. Now our Jeep is down there. Well, I said we weren't going to have to walk up anymore, but we're have to walk up this road to get to the Jeep. But I had a really great time. This was actually a pretty easy 30 miles, I'd have to say. And yeah, now we're going to go to Neels Gap and go to the the outfitter there. We're gonna see if we can get some patches and stickers if they sell that kind of stuff, because we definitely want to get some AT stickers. So I may take some video there. We'll see.